Have you ever wished that playing board games with children was more enjoyable? I want to tell you about a new handicap system which won't cost you a penny, but makes family board gaming better for everyone. If you've ever seen adults playing games with children, you'll know that we generally fall as adults into one of two categories: destroyers or martyrs. Now, destroyers are defined by only having one available competitive intensity setting of 100%. Whoever they're playing against and whatever game they're playing, they just can't tone it down, to the extent that it can sometimes get a little bit awkward and you find yourself saying things like, "Dad, I think it's time to put the badminton racket down." Now, the problem for destroyer parents is that playing full throttle against children doesn't feel very satisfying. Part of what makes any gaming experience great is having that fair factor. We all started with the same information, the same resources, but I won because I made the best decisions. All hail me, King of Games. Feel free to watch as I bask in the sweet joy of my victory. But comprehensively beating a 6-year-old at a strategy game feels awful. Like you're committing a crime against humanity. And maybe you are. You might snatch a few moments of satisfaction at your impressive score over your son before the shame then hits you, but any remaining smile will fade quickly when you see their face after losing for the 19th time in a row. Of course, it's important for children to learn how to lose, but you just wonder if maybe they'd enjoy it more if they won occasionally. Martyrs, on the other hand, can turn off their competitive instincts and will deliberately play below their true ability to try and level the playing field when playing against children. This means that younger players can actually win, and in many martyr households they will win almost every time, even when playing more complicated games. Why do martyr parents do this?
If I ask for Joe's queens, then I win. It is about time he lost a game. When was the last time he lost? Was it before COVID? Yeah, I remember. He screamed for about an hour and we agreed never to play snakes and ladders again. If he loses now, though, what if he never wants to play card games again? And if he bins card games, what chance do board games have? What would we do with that copy of Twilight Struggle we bought for his 18th birthday? It's too late to return it. I'll just ask for 3s. He hasn't picked up since I last asked for those. We'll work on learning to lose next time.
Have you got any 3s?
Martyrs want contented kids and a lifelong gaming buddy. Show me a parent who doesn't. The problem for martyrs, though, is that doing something badly on purpose is fundamentally unsatisfying. So much of the fun of playing games lies in the challenge of wrapping your brain around the game's systems, like taming a dangerous beast with your mind. As a martyr parent deliberately playing badly against your kids, suddenly it feels more like trying to tame a sleeping hamster. And then there's that nagging truth at the back of your brain that it actually is really important for your children to learn how to lose. They need to be challenged to learn how to fall down so they can then learn how to get up and try again. Somehow, whether you're a destroyer or a martyr, or probably for most of us somewhere in between, it's hard to shake the feeling that playing games with kids just isn't as much fun as it should be. For us or for the little ones. Well, that was before we invented BMODs. BMOD stands for Balancing Modification, and it's a new innovation in the industry from our team at Board Games for All Ages.
Isn't our team just you, mate?
Well, yeah, but if you say us, I feel like it adds a bit of credibility, you know?
Seems a bit misleading.
Would you like to be my business partner?
No.
A BMOD is a set of game modifications designed and tested for a specific game to level the playing field when there are players of different ages at the table. Younger players receive a sliding scale of bonuses depending on their age, which aim to give every player at the table a decent chance of taking the win. These bonuses are often in the form of starting resources or actions, but can be rules tweaks that apply throughout the game, depending on the specifics. For example, imagine you're about to sit down to a game of Wingspan with your 8-year-old son. He's been bugging you for months about playing it since he first saw that bird feeder. You know he's going to struggle with the strategy, he's mostly in it for the dice tower and for the eggs, but you decide to give it a go. So you print the BMod, you set everything up, and then, before you start, he gets a few starting bonuses. 5 extra resources of his choice, 4 bird cards from the deck, 2 of which he can immediately play for free, and 3 eggs to go in his newly built nests. Now, this mod is at the alpha level, so it may not be perfectly balanced yet, but I think if you've played Wingspan, you'll see that the sleeping hamster we were trying to tame earlier has now woken up, sprouted wings, and started breathing fire. Suddenly there's a genuine challenge here in trying to win in spite of your son's generous handicap, and the game suddenly becomes much more interesting for martyrs who no longer have any need to play badly and can fully engage with the game. It's also great for destroyers, who may finally get a lesson in losing themselves. Even when there's no adults playing and it's just kids against other kids, using these mods means that Tiny Freddy might actually win for once. This is the bit where you ask a spontaneous question.
Oh, right. Has your nose always been a bit wonky?
No, the one in the script.
Oh, right, yeah. That sounds all right the first time you play, but what about when they get better?
What a great question. Fortunately, there's a levelling up system with these mods, so the kids' bonuses will gradually reduce as they age and improve. If ever a youngster wins a game against a player of a higher level, and that includes any victory against an adult, they then level up, circling the next box on the mod and ensuring that the next time they play, they'll get fewer bonuses. There's also an option to level down if ever a player loses 3 times on a certain level.
And what happens when they hit the top level?
This is the best bit. If ever a child or young person levels up to the top level and then defeats an adult without any handicap, they've effectively completed the game. And so to honour this achievement, they win an actual real-world, tangible prize, a prize which you've set together the first time that you use the BMod. We call these prizes rewards, and they can be set as anything you like. Obviously, you'll want to give greater rewards for more complex games and lesser rewards for more simple ones. If you need any help thinking of rewards, then just go to our website. We've got loads of ideas. Click on the rewards link on the BMods page. We like to use the free ones that make memories, like the losing adult having to take their next meal sitting on the floor. So that's BMods. Spelling the end of disgruntled destroyers and moody martyrs, and beckoning in a new era in which parents can sit on the floor and eat in their humiliation. What's not to love? If you want to take a look, go to boardgamesforallages.com and you'll find them there. You can register for free with just your email address for access to all of our PDFs, or without even logging in, you can download the mod for Wingspan for free. I know, we're too generous.
You're too generous.
Each PDF includes detailed instructions on page 2 about how to use them. Now, there's not loads of mods at the moment. We're going to keep adding them as they're developed. If you do use a BMod, we'd really appreciate it if you could fill out a feedback form. You'll find the link on the BMods page. That way we can start to gather data and balance them better for future versions. Once we've developed and tested a really good number of BMods, we're also going to add the option of subscribing to the site in exchange for keeping track of your kids' BMod progress electronically. Finally, we're looking to record some family-focused video reviews soon when we get time, so do like and subscribe if you want to see more videos for parents like this one. Thanks for watching.